honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you handle it? Right? Do you want it? Put your love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Give me your love, no holding back, no. We could take it to the stars, where you wanna go. The things that we can do to make the prove you know. Honey, I got what you want. Yeah, under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me no lies, I always get mine. Don't play with me. So do you want it? Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you feel me now? Can you handle it? Alright. So do you want it?
Okay, I just started and ended the whole stream right there. Going to credits right away. I don't know. This morning we're off to a really good start because literally like 20 seconds to when I'm hitting the go live button, my computer just completely shuts everything off. Everything just went off. And I had to get everything back up and tested real quick, trying to make sure. Obviously, I didn't fix whatever that was. But I am back, baby. I know that I was already back on Wednesday, but for the regular shows, a huge thank you to Kirk, to Callie. I think we only had 2 takeovers, right? I can't remember. I was out at Yellowstone doing a lot of hiking and taking pictures of animals. So cute. Turns out Brian G. Johnson was also in Yellowstone while I was there. That was so weird to see. He's been posting pictures on his Facebook profile as well. And I'm like, I knew that place. I know that place. Please burn those old overlays. These are old. I'm sorry. I thought we still liked them. I'm so sorry, Paul. Paul hates me now. I really do need to go through. I did go into my old profile though. You're right, I did. Because I knew that there were other things that I needed in that profile. I will get together with you, Paul, before next week. I'm sorry. Paul gave me something fun to play with today. The magical Mr. Paul Dixon. Oh. Hold on. I'm having to fix things on the fly here. Hold on. There. Are you happy now? Okay, welcome. This is Q&A. This is totally casual. Whatever you want to talk about today is up to you and your questions. So if you have questions about tech, because obviously tech is playing well for me today. If you have questions around your audience growth, your content creation, making money from this stuff, then we can absolutely talk about anything you want. I can't fix everything right now, Callie. Sorry. We have a team. For those of you who don't know, we have a team chat where they're like, fix this or do that, or something's wrong with your audio or whatever. And so that's what I was just looking at. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking backwards at questions. If you have questions, put Q in front of it. That way it makes its way into my queue. Did I see any T-Rex in Yellowstone, woolly bison, or dire wolves? I did see a lot of bison. Yes, a lot of bison. I saw a lot of things. Let's talk about tuna salad sandwiches. As long as it has enough pickles in it. That is a really important piece of tuna salad, is the amount of pickles that you put in your tuna salad. This is really, really important stuff. Mine is basically pickle salad with some tuna sprinkled in. But there you go. We're fixing it. We're fixing it live. Hello, George. Okay, first question. Let's see. I just got the Insta360 link and it's awesome. I was wondering why you don't use it for your streams. It's actually, so George, great question. It's actually being used right now for this Abby cam. This camera right here is the Insta link. Not that it's going to track her because she's not going to move this entire thing, stream. But the reason, so I have a video that that is in the queue, editing queue right now about this, to answer this question. So you'll want to watch that when we release that. But the short and sweet answer is, I think too many people, it frustrates the heck out of me when people use it for talking head videos. No, No, just no. If you know, people started doing this and they think it's cool, and then everybody else jumped on board. But I really don't want to watch. It makes me dizzy watching talking head videos that as you look down, it's tracking you down and up and moving around with you. If you're doing something where tracking makes sense, then yes, but not for talking head videos. Let's just stop that right now, please. But yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Latency on a plane is so bad, audio sync non-existence. Oh no, that sucks. I just ordered a Stream Deck on Plus on Prime Day. Are you still using? Yes, I use a Stream Deck. The Stream Deck Plus is currently not in use, but it is going to be in use. I know I keep saying that. I just haven't. I'm getting back into it, guys. I'm going to get there. I have a whole bunch of stuff, including the Rodecaster Duo that I still haven't even plugged in yet. I got this like right before I left town. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff. But yes, the Stream Deck Plus is going to be used primarily for my Zoom calls as opposed to my streaming setup. But yeah, we can be distracting. Yes, but that's okay. Extra pickles, please. Extra pickles. Do you all want to see what Paul Dixon gave me to play with? Pickle ratio is high on this one. Yes. Pickle with tuna. I'm glad that you guys are all on the same page, honestly, about pickles. Yes, I do have my coffee today. I learned from my mistake. And I went to the grocery store and got some coffee. Okay, so, yes, exactly. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. This is in reference to the whole like link, the AI cameras that I was talking about. It's just, honestly, it's super insane the way people are using these cameras to me. Camera truck. Oh, this is a tough one. Ooh, I don't know. Worse than holding a lav mic up to your mouth. Like if you're gonna wear a lav mic, just put it on your shirt. If you need to show some specific part of your studio, you can set different views. It does more than just tracking. Yes. And again, I have a whole video like around these AI cameras and comparisons and what all you can do about that. But yes, you can. And you can do that with like a Mevo as well, same price point, I think, at this point. Not currently up to date on the Mevo price point, but you could do that with that as well. And so I just want us to just think about the actual use cases that we're doing and taking advantage of features, right? Okay, so first of all, before I get to more questions, if you do have questions, you can talk about whatever. But first, we're going to play a little trivia. So Paul Dixon gave me this to play with today. So we have a bunch of trivia questions. So are you ready to go? Here's what we're going to do. You're going to see a question pop up on screen. We're going to play music with it or not. So we'll see. Whatever you guys want. But this question, that was loud. Sorry. What happened to me on my vacation? Did a moose charge at me? Did a mouse charge at me? Did a bear steal my breakfast? Or did a bear steal my bike? What happened? Type A, B, C, or D. And we're not playing for actual prizes, just credit. Just credit that you got these trivia questions right. All right, say C, B, A, or D. And you see the real answer is A. If you typed A, you are correct. And I am happy to tell you that story if you want. We got C. What your guests see a bear stole my breakfast? Well, that would be likely to happen in Yale. Hopefully not. So here's the deal. Like, you cannot, it's so important in that environment to not allow the wild animals to taste your food. They even say, like, if a bear does kind of like come into your camp and it's like smelling the food, you are supposed to make sure that you do not leave that food out. It's not you or the food, right? Like, so I think people naturally like, okay, just take the food. But what happens then is they get a taste for it, for human food, right? And then they are way more likely to be a problem. And so once they taste that, they can't be trusted around people. And then that puts their life in jeopardy, because then, yeah, I don't even want to say the words. So if you're ever in that situation, just know. Novice got it right. Animal Paradise got it right. All of the above, no. A mouse did not. Marianne, David got it right. A and C. A, Amy, Tech in the City, Honolulu. D, what was D again? A bear stole my bike. Little fact, I don't actually, anyway, I can tell you, no breakfast with bears. No. Oh, now the super chat announced. Okay. I wish we could set different, I wish I could set different sound effect, music levels per scene. I wish I could do that. Or for the like super chat alerts. So thank you so much, Marcus Bears, for the super chat. We fixed the Callie issue. How about a bear stealing your picnic basket? No bears did steal, but oh my God, y'all, I saw bears. I was on this one hike. I'm gonna come into your questions here shortly, okay? I promise. But we're gonna keep playing with the trivia questions. Do you like that? Is that fun for me to throw those in every once in a while? So I was on a hike. It was like the hardest, it wasn't like the hardest hike I've ever been on physically, but it was the most challenging and most remote. And it was to hike into this lake. It's a beautiful turquoise lake that is hidden, behind this massive boulder field. Like literally you have to crawl over boulders to get to this lake. So it's a very low traveled hike and trail. And so it's in between, it's tucked. Aw, thank you, RVR. Really appreciate you, RVR. Thank you. Anyway, this amazing hike, and I cannot wait to share pictures from that one particular. But on our way back, it took us a lot longer. It was supposed to be a 14-mile hike. Somehow it wound up being 18 miles. And so we were out for a good 11 hours. And this was a hike that I was doing with two other people, my sister and her friend. And on our way back, it's getting to be dusk because we're out for so freaking late. We are hiking back, and it's this 6-mile stretch of just not exciting hike. It was beautiful going, and then on the way back, it was just kind of like dragging on and on. So anyway, we're hiking for this 6-mile stretch to get back to the car. And it's getting to be dusk, and this is not something that you want to be doing at dusk time, is hiking for like when all the animals are out eating food, right? Looking for food, not where you want to be. But did spot a black bear, and that black bear was just up the hill. If he had decided to charge, he wouldn't have been that far away. But he was just sitting up by a rock, and I spotted him, and I was like, bear. And he just was like, we were making a whole bunch of noise because it was dusk. And when you're in bear country, especially grizzly bear country, you make a ton of noise so that you don't surprise any animal. And so we were laughing and cracking jokes and being loud. And we see the bear, and he's just sitting there like staring at us like, what? Why are you making so much noise? he was just sitting there. His little ears sticking up. But that was a non-moment. I mean, it was a cool moment. But we walked pretty quickly past, and then all of a sudden, turn around. I was talking to somebody. Turn around, and there's a mama moose and her baby. Okay, mama moose and her baby, like right off of the trail, right off of the trail. And we're like, oh, okay, well, all the moose, boom. Thank you so very much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. I ruined the Bears chill vibe. I did, really did, yes. What did Paul say? And you ditched your sister in this live stream as memorial. I see. Yes, no. Well, so we see this mama moose and her baby, and all the moose that I had encountered to this point had been super chill, right off the trail, didn't care about people, right? And so we kind of start reaching out our phones. I got 2 photos in. We started, one of the other girls, she started the video, and there is video of the beginning of this, but they didn't like it. She didn't like it. Mama did not like us taking photos and stopping. We didn't stop, but we were walking slower through that. She did not like it. She started charging. She took 2 steps. And when you're in that situation, you're like, oh boy, I know what's coming next. She took 2 steps towards us, and I was like, oh crap. I said something else that I'm not going to say on stream. But my instinct, I was just like, went in between 2 trees. They would never have protected me against a charge, but I was just like, I gotta do something. So we are all hiding behind trees at this point, because she literally did. She took the 2 steps. The video stops at this point, hearing us say the things that I won't say on screen. And then she charged. It was a bluff charge, but she came at us and was very, very close, stopped right before getting to us. And then she went back to her baby. We started moving the heck out, right? I said a lot more than that. But then she's kind of watching us, we're moving, we're getting out of the way. And then all of a sudden she's watching us and just keeping an eye on us. But then the baby started charging us. It literally just ran away from mama, came at us, looked so confused. It was so freaking confused. And it was it didn't seem to know what it was doing. But then it wound up coming at us, and he looked confused. He ran into the river, got washed down the river a bit, saved himself, got into a little grassy area on the bank, or I don't think he was fully on the other side, but kind of in it, there were some trees and some grass. He kind of got himself saved, and it wasn't washing down. But then at that point, mama's over here, baby's over here, and we're in the middle. And we're like, oh no. So we have to book it at that point, right? The baby, why is a baby charging us? Anyway, we finally got out of there. I hope that the baby got reunited with mama. I don't think mama knew exactly what was happening, because she was paying attention to us, not baby. Anyway, that was my moose story. Okay, I see lots of questions. I have this image of a frightened Luria running. Oh my, what? Farming son of a biscuit eater. Yeah, that's exactly the words that were in my mouth. Anyway, I did not consent to having the mama moosey get off my lawn. No. You were chased by a snake on your hike? You were? I haven't heard this story yet. Yeah, she did not want it. Okay, I'll stop talking about mooses. What did the moose... Wait, is the baby moose okay? We believe so, yes. He was safe as we left visibility. The only question in our brains was, was mama able to get him back onto shore, you know, like, because that river was moving fast. So I've seen them be able to do that, so I'm pretty confident, especially given how much she apparently loved him. She loved that baby. I don't know. Babies don't usually do that. It's very odd behavior for a baby too. I think it was just learning, like mama did it, so then he was just like, I'm gonna go do it. Anyway, let's be back to whatever you want to talk about. Let's see. I am scrolling up and I'm very, very behind, apparently. Let's see. David Hunt, will you be getting the new A6700 or is full frame on the docket for LSP? Was there a new camera? I've not been. When was this? Oh, that one. Yeah, no, not at that price. Is there anything about that one? Yeah, the body only at 1400. I don't think I've heard anything about that one that has. Oh, it has the AI processor. That's right. I might at some point, but I'm not in a hurry because of this question. Trivia time! How many cameras are in my studio? A, B, C, or D? 9, 3, 22, or 6? Let me know, and if you get it right before the yellow hits, okay, we've got a B, an A, an A, an A. We are about to show it in 3, 2, 1. You all listen. Y'all listen. I'm very proud of you guys. Charles, Lido, Lorinda, Rudy, Larry did not get it. Rudy and Larry did not get it right. 6? No, the answer is 9. All right. Back to your questions. Yes, it's me, Tools. Hi from South Africa. Can I have a brand's logo in my overlay as a sponsor for my live? Depends on which platform you are using, but yes, you can. Well, yes, you can, actually is the full answer. Twitch just released some new rules. I think they backed down on them though. That allow it, but you have to have a very specific like size. There's a size requirement for that. But on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn or anywhere else, you can absolutely do whatever you want. So if you have like for instance, like this would, like if I had a sponsor or something, we would, put that there, or you could do a logo or whatever. You just need software to be able to do that. And so the question, I guess, for you is what streaming software are you using? You could do that whether you're using like StreamYard or Restream Studio or Ecamm like I do. By the way, if you have not picked up Ecamm yet, this month they have a special on it. We're going to drop my link in there in the chat room for you. But they have, if I remember correctly, it's like 30% off or something. So now would be a good time to get that if you are wanting that. 9 cams at your level show you are not a gear hoarder. I don't know if that was, there's a drum stream that I watched that has 72 cameras. Whoa. 72 cameras? That's amazing. Okay, 22 would be crazy in my space. Yes, it really would. It really would. Okay, so you're using, StreamYard. So yeah, so all you need for StreamYard is you're gonna upload a logo, like there's a logo space, area within StreamYard that you'll just upload, and you need to create it so that it just lays over the way you want it to lay over in terms of placement. But yeah. Okay, next question, John. Is that screen or table that you're using with your teleprompter if it's screen, is it connected to your computer? Tablet? I think you are asking tablet. So it's an LCD screen. I do not personally use any Bluetooth, iPad, iPhone teleprompters. I hate them. I just personally have a grudge against Bluetooth. And just anything that's not plugged in is going to offer you issues from time to time. So that is my personal preference. I do know that there's a massive difference in terms of the cost of an iPad prompter versus an LCD monitor, and it's well worth it for me because I use my prompter all the time, whether I'm using it for scripts, whether I'm using it for bullet points, whether I'm using it for Zoom meetings and putting Zoom people on my screen. I use that a lot, and so it's well worth the investment for me. Just wireless and Bluetooth. What could go wrong? I definitely have a Bluetooth grudge for sure. Okay, Dean. Who else is in Dean's boat? You're buying the gear and you're not doing the work. You're not putting the content out. I say this with all the love in the world. Dean, get started. This is really the, like, I'm just going to harp on that for a second because that's one of the reasons that, obviously we talk a lot of tech around here, but it's also one of the reasons that I'm so passionate about helping you guys with your content strategy, making sure that you're creating the right kind of content, that the tech is even going to be worth it. It's like you buy gear, and then what are you doing with it? How are you going to recoup that investment? I want to see you recoup your investment in the tech as quickly as possible, and that means putting content out there. That means putting the right kind of content out there so that it's growing your business in a more significant way than just hoping, just hoping it happens one day, right? So, okay, I love you all, and I will always encourage you to keep putting progress out there, to stop procrastinating. Okay, what? No, I got my coffee. What do I put on my teleprompter? Okay, I think I answered that, but just I'll re-answer that. Yes, love the encouragement from the community. Everybody, accountability. What was it? What was I answering? Oh, what I put on my prompter? Yeah, so sometimes if I'm doing course videos, I'll use a script because I want to make sure that I have the right information as succinctly as possible. So for programs and courses and things like that are really important for me to get as succinct as possible with as much thought behind that. Because when people pay me for my knowledge, I want to put that extra effort in, right? So I'll use a script for that. And then, and so I have scripting software for that. Sometimes I'll put bullet points up or just kind of outline a flow that I want something to go into. So if I'm doing like an educational live stream or video, I'll use bullet points primarily for those. And then sometimes I put Zoom screen so that I can look people in the eye. And then right now, like for this live show, what I do is I put the preview window there, so that, excuse me, the preview window there, so that I'm seeing what you guys are seeing right here, and that allows me to see super chat pop-ups. That allows me to see if Paul Dixon is in there messing with me as well. Sometimes he'll throw little things up on screen remotely, and so I can see what's going on. I can also make sure just that you guys are getting what I want to show you, right? Okay. But you don't need the video computer. You've got a phone, right? You could just go onto StreamYard, right? There are always ways. Let's not let excuses get in our way, said very lovingly. Okay, John, hopefully that answered your questions around that. Lido, when you use multiple cameras of different brands, how do you try to color match them, or is that not important? Great question, Lido. It is important in certain circumstances. So here's kind of like my thing, right? If I have my side camera over there and I have this camera and I'm going to be using that to switch back and forth and it's me showing my face, I want that as color matched as possible, right? So typically I will not interchange brands for those, where you're going to change from one camera angle to another camera angle and you're seeing the same skin tones. You want that to be as matched as possible. So keep it Canon to Canon or Sony to Sony or whatever. Where it doesn't necessarily matter as much as like this behind the scenes camera is a Canon and my other cameras are Sony's. So it doesn't necessarily matter at that point, but I still will color match it as closely as possible in software. So yeah. What did you want? By inserting, oh my God. Oh my God. No, he doesn't have that power. I gotta read comments sometimes before I put them up. Creator, what is the number one piece of equipment that you do not own that you would love to get your hands on? I want the Rodecaster, the Streamer X. I still don't have that in my hands. I really want that. I'm waiting on them. I think I was off for surgery. Yeah, I was having surgery when they reached out to me. So I missed it. And so I missed the boat on getting like the early versions, but life is life. And that happened. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I was just waiting on new inventory to come in to get my hands on it. So that's the one I want. I put Callie on the teleprompter. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Oh, your tech coach. Thank you so much for gifting the memberships. You are so kind.
Scanning. Username accepted. Welcome. Shutting down.
Welcome, Todd.
Security breach.
Welcome, Brian.
Username accepted. Welcome. Shutting down.
Are you moving to Portugal?
Scanning. Username.
Rudy.
Welcome. Shutting down. Security breach.
Celesta.
Scanning. Username accepted. Welcome.
I always feel awkward though when it's like you gift 5 and I'm waiting on these. Lorinda. Welcome, guys.
Shutting down.
We need new Callie alerts. Thank you so much. Welcome to the membership. Thank you so much for being here. I love each and every one of you that hang out with us. Okay. Number novice. This video, okay, so a quote. This video is reaching a wider audience on YouTube, leading to a lower CTR. Can you tell me why YouTube decided to do this, or why it didn't do it before, and what it means? So YouTube has always done that, as far as I know. And Renee, who is the YouTube liaison, can correct me if I'm wrong. What happens, what that message is, and I'm going to repeat the message. This video is reaching a wider audience on YouTube, leading to a lower CTR. That's actually a really good thing. That means so the more people who watch, the more discovery that happens, and the more it's pushing out to newer audiences and it's trying to see like who the audience is right for that audience, for that video. The more that happens, the more views you're going to get, meaning that the click-through rate is going to is always going to be lower than if it's a very targeted audience. That is YouTube doing its job, and that's a really good thing for you, because ultimately that will lead to higher views and a better understanding of the audience for your channel. Does that make sense? Yes, yes. It's casting a wider net. Would you rather have a higher CTR with fewer views or a lower CTR with a lot of views? That's essentially, yes, that's well said. So, okay, that makes sense to you? Fantastic. Awesome. Strength old school. For general home recording of 4K footage, is it better to use a mobile phone instead of buying an expensive camera? That depends on your budget, right? If for general home recording, like home studio recording, or what? So yeah, it depends. I mean, you could go either way. You know, you are going to have more control over the quality with a real camera. You're not going to get blurred background, for instance. You can, but it's not going to look as good with the phone. So it depends on your use case, the quality that you want, and your budget. You could start with either. It would be totally fine to start with your phone. CTR, I'm so sorry, click-through rate. Click-through rate. Yeah, it also depends on the quality of your phone. Exactly. Here, just to put this into perspective, YouTube is trying to help you understand. Ugh, the long comments are driving me insane. Sorry, hold on. I have to fix that. Okay. Let's see. What did that say? YouTube is trying to help you understand what the numbers mean. As viewers move from core to casual, the match is less good, but views still go up because the numbers are so much higher. 3% of 1 million. Yeah. Okay. I think we're all on the same page regarding that now. Thank you for chiming in. I'm planning to purchase a Mac Mini before buying a better camera, currently using a 2019 MacBook Pro. Yeah, you could go for the Mac Minis. You could go for, yeah, that's awesome. Basically recording gym workouts and drawing and painting. Okay, so, you know, for the gym workouts, you might consider, it depends on how much you're moving. Like the AI cameras are great for those types of streams and videos, just because then it can track you, and that's a possibility. The new Sony does that as well. And drawing and painting, a lot of our students will use for drawing and painting. Oh, hi, Abs. She moved. The phone being a secondary camera for that, like a downward angle, a demo cam, can really be good for that as well. Okay. Abby moved. I saw. Okay, next question. Horace. Can I use the Elgato Stream Deck to make pop-up comments? No. Yeah. Yes and no. The answer is nuanced. Okay. Hold on. I always get nervous when Callie is laughing at anything that anything that Paul Burke says. I want to see what he said. Anyway, yeah, I know. She moved. Okay, let me fix the Abby cam. Sorry, guys. So the answer to that is, there you go. Let me see my table. The answer to the question of can you use the Stream Deck to make pop-up comments? The Stream Deck is not going to create the comments. What the Stream Deck will do is show the last comment or remove a comment, right? So when I throw a comment up, I'm able to hit one button on my Stream Deck to make that go away. I could also use the Stream Deck to throw the last comment that it sees. It can't choose comments. And in terms of the actual pop-up, that's going to be done in software. So like I use Ecamm, and so that allows me to then, have a pop-up of the comment where I push it from the chat, and then that displays on screen. StreamYard does that, Restream does that, vMix does that. So with all of the different softwares, you're going to be able to have the pop-up, and then the Stream Deck is only going to control it. Now, what the Stream Deck will not do is control the comments on StreamYard or Restream unless something has changed. But you're not going to have that control with the Stream Deck through hotkeys on StreamYard or Restream. Right? Okay. Hopefully that helps explain that. Next, are you ready for another trivia question? Who wants to play another trivia question? Huh? All right, get your typing fingers ready. Let's see. We're gonna go to a Callie one. What's Callie's favorite snack? Eggs, cheese, mac and cheese, or coffee crisps? A, B, C, or D? Type it now in the chat. What is Callie's favorite snack? And do y'all like when I had the music going or not? Thank you. D, C, I believe A, D, B, B. Mac and cheese. So most of you are saying mac and cheese, and as you can see, it's actually coffee crisps. That is, now you're hungry. Sorry, Callie. And eggs, no. D reminds me of the cereal Cookie Crisp. Oh, no. These are a Canadian treat that she freaking loves. Okay, so coffee crisps. If you ever want to get on Callie's good side, coffee crisps are the answer. It's A, B, C, and D. It's all of the above. I don't think she actually likes eggs very much, even though I'm about to give you. Oh, question for the chat. Paul wants to know, do you need more time to answer the questions? Yes, music is great, but never too loud. Okay. I like my coffee crisp. Ew. Ew. Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly. The coffee crisp with chocolate bar? Yeah. Yeah. Coffee crisps are amazing, but I'm a big fan of Butterfinger too. I'm not a big fan of Butterfinger, me speaking. Okay. Speaking of likes of treats, crisp is a great word. It's like the only word that starts from the back of your mouth and moves to the front. Crisp. Never thought about that. Is it the only word, or it's like the only word? It might be the only word, might not be. Speaking of treats, let's talk about ice cream too. Do y'all need more time to answer? Please let us know in chat. What is my favorite ice cream flavor? Is it Reese's Cups? Is it mint? Is it cookie dough, or all of the above? That is the question of the moment. A, B, C, or D? Oh my God, there are coffee crisp blizzards? What? We're all saying crisp now. Yes, you're almost out of time. You're almost out of time. Almost. Oh, and all of the above. It really depends on my mood, but those are my favorites. It depends on the mood. Like, you know what I mean? Like mint, I should have put mint chocolate chip probably, but Reese's. Yes. Okay, now we can stop talking about food because now crap also starts from the back and moves to the front. What other words? Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to throw a comment on that. Okay, next question. Sunder, do we get a trial for Zoom at 1080p? Do you mean for Zoom Club? Not a trial, no. So if you're thinking about signing up for Zoom Club, which is through our program that has, I just saw Paul's comment. If you're thinking about, what was I answering? Oh yeah, if you're thinking about joining our Zoom Club so that you get more features for less than you would pay directly to Zoom, because in order to get higher quality, you can't. In order to get higher quality on Zoom, you have to have a bulk number of license. So we took that responsibility on to pay in bulk so that you can get way more features for less money. And so you get the unlimited cloud recording, you get 1080p, you get 500 webinar attendees and regular meeting attendees as well. And so if you are thinking about that, that's not going to come with a free trial. You would be paying directly. But that you pay us instead of Zoom, and you get all of access to all of that stuff that would take you so much more financial. Like it's ridiculous. It's like $600 a month or something ridiculous like that no one wants to pay. So if you have questions about that, you can always hit up our support at livestreamingpros.com. Yay! Rapid fire. The polls are on fire today. Let's see. You asked, so this was, can you let us know your emotional states for each ice cream flavor? Because I said it depends on my mood. No, I don't know that I have like, I think I would say mint on like a hot day it was probably my go-to because it's a little bit more like refreshing, and the others are a little heavier. So if I'm used to be if I was like cramping, then I would tend to go for cookie dough, and if I just want a good treat, I would go for Reese's. How about that? Does that help? Okay, next question. That hot mint take makes a lot of sense. Good. Yes. Is hot weather an emotion? No, but you know what I mean. Like how you get you need that refresher, right? Cookie dough is perfect for PMS. Exactly. Every person who knows PMS in this chat knows how good that is. We'll be doing more extensive Zoom Club demo promo video. What are you looking for? What specifically are you looking for? I can if there's questions that aren't being answered. I saw this earlier, pickle ice cream. No, but just plain pickle juice. Like on my hikes in Yellowstone, I would just drink pickle juice because it's good, like to fill back the electrolytes and stuff. So yeah. That I'm all for, and I just screwed something up, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. He's like, Horace is like, get off the subject of ice cream. I'm using Ecamm, can do it, but I can't select a comment. You got it, thank you. Okay. Yeah, correct. Like, so there's no way to select a comment from the Stream Deck because it wouldn't know, like you have to use a mouse to be able to say like, that's the comment that I want, right? It can do the last known comment, but that would be like, if your chat is moving fast, that's going to change and it may not be the comment that you want. So I prefer the manual version of that. That's fair, French press. Bacon ice cream, I've had that, not a big fan. Because my bacon must be extra crispy. I don't do soft bacon. I don't do food. roll, like wrapped in bacon. I don't understand the filet mignon with bacon on the side because it's all soft and gross and wilty. Like, ugh. Bacon is supposed to be super crispy, snappable, in order for it to be delicious. And when it's sitting in ice cream, it doesn't stay that snappable. Okay. Okay, next question. When is the Zoom Club offer exclusive to Livestream Pro community? No, you can absolutely share it. You can absolutely, yeah. I think we had a broken link yesterday, which I never got an answer to. That might not have been for Club. No, Club is working. But yeah, you can absolutely share that, and we appreciate that. Thank you. But do it soon because we've been talking about a price increase on that. So just so you know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next question. Renee, streamers are so good at holding audience attention without B-roll or tons of cuts, even when they post VODs. What are you all doing that long form only creators aren't? Practice? That's a great question. I would love for those of you who want to answer this, to answer this in the chat as well. I would say that, live streaming, it requires you to be engaging, right? Like you have to. Did we start a poll on soft or hard bacon or all the bacon? Go ahead and answer the poll. So I think because attention, because engagement is so vital in live streaming, that forces us to think about that as streamers. And so people who are creating long form content only, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just a skill that you kind of develop over time. I'm not sure that that's like, do you really think that that's actually true, that even in VODs, streamers hold more retention? Is there data to back that up, or is that just something that you've kind of witnessed across the board? I mean, for me, when I'm doing a VOD, I'm thinking, get out all of the fluff, but in a live stream, that fluff is also part of the charm. And so I think that when I add fluff or add kind of engagement stuff, for me personally, in a VOD, it's a little bit more, it's more structured for sure, but it's based on personality. Speaking of personality, I want to take a tangent here because we're talking about engagement. I was having a conversation this week with somebody, and they were trying so hard to put a tagline put their personality into a tagline. And taglines and, short, sweet sentences about what you do and who you are is so vital. And this is going to help answer that question too. It's kind of a tangent, kind of the same. But they were trying so hard to put all of their personality into a single line of text, right? To say who they were. And and my statement to her was, that's not yes, that's important. Yes, that's good because it quickly delivers on the promise. But most of engagement, most of personality stuff comes from the stories, from the examples that you use in your content, the moments, a picture that you share on social. So when you are thinking about your personality in your content and how to get more engagement and hold retention, that is going to come from peppering in, as much as I hate pepper, I'm going to use that word, peppering in little moments. And that's what I try and do in VODs. That's kind of what I was getting to, right? But when you think about the live stream, like we're peppering in, for example, the trivia question about Callie's favorite food, my favorite ice cream, right? Those are like peppering in of moments that you can use in VODs or live streams that engages people on that human level. But it doesn't necessarily always need to be so straight out and forefront. And I think that trips a lot of people up when it comes to the content creation process. Does that make sense? Yeah. You don't need to put all of your personality into a tag. You just tell your audience what they'll get from you, how to use Canva for YouTube. That's short and sweet and has none of my personality. I don't know. I mean, well, it depends on what tag we're talking about, right? If we're talking about like a tagline that's on your website, that's on your thumb or your header on YouTube or your header on social, like those tags should be full of personality, in my opinion, because it's going to set the tone. And so they should have personality in those, but not too creative. Like people can go too creative where it's not easily understood. So when you say, you know, how to use Canva, like that's obviously understandable and understood exactly what they're going to get from you. But then you can add a twist with that, right? There it goes. Thank you, Marcus. I wanted to add a pepper in another Callie for good measure. Thank you so much, Marcus. It is impossible to encapsulate your entire personality into a tagline. Your whole self is too much. But can you imagine trying to capture Callie in one line? Okay. Next question comes from how to repair. What's the best software to use for streaming where somebody can switch the camera angles for my secondary location? The video that I just released yesterday, I think it was yesterday, the video that we released this week on this channel, go watch that. That is going to help you understand the different softwares for the different purposes, and give you a list of pros and cons. But it depends on if you're Mac or PC or you want to use browser-based software. If you want to do fancier things like this, you are going to have to download software. You can only do a limited version of graphics on browser-based, like StreamYard or Restream. But you have the ability to have a lot more flexibility, a lot more control, and higher quality production when you use software like Ecamm on a Mac, vMix on a PC, or OBS, which is on both, for free. Yeah. Yay! So I have, you can see this dome light, see this dome cover? Like it's pretty large. So I didn't go for the smaller, and I don't know if, I know I said on Wednesday's stream that the Sokani X60, hold on. Oh yeah, I was thinking that when I said it, and I was like, the Sokani X60 is the smaller one that I actually have, and that's over on my test station over there. This one that I'm currently using is the Amaran, and I apologize for saying that incorrectly on Wednesday's stream. The X60 is one that I use. I would have gotten a bigger dome, but I thought in this space when I first got my dome for it, which is like the 24 inch on the Sokani, I thought it was huge in this space at first, and then I upgraded to this and I was like, that's a tiny little baby. But yeah, I do use the larger 30, I think it's 36 inch dome. Okay, next question. Paul, do you think some streamers are better served with messy or average backgrounds to feel more real? And I'm just like the viewers. This is a legit question, not me trying to make a joke. Poor Paul. I just assume that everything Paul says is a joke. I'm so sorry. I do know you have a serious side. Yeah, so I would say first impression matters. There's absolute truth to that. So you could do that to an extent, but I've seen a lot of gamer streams, have like laundry in the background and stuff like that. And so it depends on kind of what community you're trying to build. If you are trying to, if you really truly want to go that route, that is a total you personality choice. I would say that that's going to offer less expertise and more just total community, like what you're saying. I mean, I don't want people seeing my laundry in the background. Like, I had that going on Wednesday's stream, and I was like, oh crap, I still had laundry on there from when I did it earlier in the week. So I don't think that it's as hard of a yes that stuff delivers or helps connect you to them. I think it can turn off a lot of people at the same time. So think about that. I would say messy can be like so many different levels or layers of what that means. So yeah. Oh my gosh, Sammy, did you get your stuff sold? Makes a lot of sense. Like, you connect with the plant and brick wall communities. Yes. Well, I just connect, like, people think this is green screen, so, but whatever. But it just feels homey to me, right? It feels like, just like, hey, come hang out with me in my living room, is the message that I put there. But I also am trying to, part of my content is building expertise. If you're not trying to do that, first impressions don't matter as much, but they still matter. I mean, the truth of the world is first impressions matter, which is why we want the quality, that we put so much effort into it, right? I know. Yes, you did. You missed a whole lot. We can do another. Okay. We've got another trivia question. It's past the hour. Holy cow. Okay. Do you guys want me to stay on a little bit longer? Oh wait, we're supposed to go into a meeting, aren't we? Do we have a meeting, Callie? Did we get that confirmed? Okay. Trivia question. When you're late, Callie expects you to bring, like Sammy has been late today. We have a meeting. Okay. Eggs, an apology, bacon, or cookies. What does Callie expect you to bring? That is a bit of a different, a trick question. D, okay. D. See, this is a bit of a trick question because it's eggs. I ask you for cookies. Callie wants you to have eggs. Oh my God, you guys are, wait, hold on. She says, oh my God, you guys are upsetting me right now. I made a graphic about it. Are you serious? I made a whole freaking graphic about this, you guys. You are upsetting Callie. That is not good. Okay, super fast, rapid fire. Where's my rapid fire? Okay, we're going rapid fire, baby. Next question. Will you, is this, have you tried, I can't even find a question, hang on. Rudy, okay, hold on, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do rapid fire. Rudy's question: how can I approach a brand I believe in to endorse me in exchange for mentions and affiliate links, but have a very low sub count? Sub count doesn't necessarily matter. It depends on the size of the company that you're going to. If the company has a huge budget and they're looking for more impressions, they're going to spend with bigger audiences. If you're looking for a company that cares about the actual connection and is super tightly linked to your audience, then that will actually be much easier. And we have training for that inside of Accelerator program, which Rudy, you are in. So just let me know. We will point you in the right direction for the training that is specific to reaching out to sponsorship companies. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go now. we have credits. Zoom Club, promo, feature, benefits, video to show what extras they are getting. Got it. Yes, I will do a video for that. Yes, at some point. I've got a long list of stuff to do. I will add that to it. Thank you all so much. We're going to roll these beautiful bean credits, and I hope that you put your dancing shoes and dance this baby off with me. I'm going to be late for the meeting with Kelly. Bye. I love you all. I'll see you guys next week.